Welcome to Camp Shepard. This is in Smithfield, Rhode Island. This is an old YMCA camp. I guess that was started in the 70s. Nowadays it's left abandoned, but the state, or the town rather, had purchased it about a year or so ago, and they have turned it into a park. So many of the old structures still remain. We're going to hike through the trails and we're going to see what we can find. Come and join me. So according to any information that I can find, the camp itself closed in 2008. I'm not sure exactly when it was founded, but I believe it was sometime in the 1970s. What we're walking on right here is an old, it used to look like it was actually paved, where if you were visiting the camp, you would actually drive up to the camp on this road. We're about to come across some old buildings up ahead, and we're gonna go check them out. I got a flashlight. We'll go inside and we'll see what we can find, any remnants of the camp itself. We're coming up on something right here. So this right here is a large building that looks like it was some kind of a recreation or community center. When you come up to it, it almost looks like it was like a place where they would gather to eat or maybe serve food here when the camp was still available. So let's see what we can find here. Yeah, all the stuff is boarded up. Some of these buildings are still accessible. They either don't have a board at all, looks like they may never have been boarded up, or some of them looks like the boards have been pried open. This one down here looks like it was one of the cabins that the campgoers would stay at. Let's go check this out. Last time I checked this one, you were able to get inside. Let's see. All right, so this is the cabin right here. You can see there was a fireplace. The ceiling tiles have been collapsing over the years. Probably could be asbestos in here. I would be afraid of seeing what's in the walls. Yeah, that don't look too good. But this looks like it was where the bunk beds would be. That actually could be the bed frame. So that's cool. Here's the lake. All right, I'm gonna walk back up to the main trail now. And as we're going by, there's still another abandoned building right here. This one looks like it was some kind of an outhouse. This little red outhouse up ahead. So, right there. Yeah, imagine being a camper back when this park was open, and that's where you had to relieve yourself. I don't think there's any working plumbing in that building. Look at these trees over here in the fall foliage. You've got these beautiful pink flowers. It's very cool. how that's the color that those particular plants turn is this pink color. A whole bunch of it up ahead over here. These beautiful pink leaves. Alright, so we're in another section of the park where you can see a lot of the abandoned buildings up here. Let's go check this out. Yeah, check out the stages. As you can see, they were graffitied like everything else that becomes abandoned. But this place has got some good views over here. These are the cabins that are right near the lake that you can overlook and see the lake. You have to think, when this place was in use, the sounds that echoed over the roof. There's a power strip. They definitely would play music here. Maybe they did a comedy show, who knows? Now, this is actually a children's camp as far as I know. I know it said YMCA camp, so maybe it was. Now these are all boarded up. We continue here. There's a garage over there. There's no other entrance besides that front. Look at this place. I really wonder if there's anything left in there, any vehicles or anything at all. Let's continue on. Alright, so we're coming on what looks like a beach area where the kids or campgoers, whoever they may have been, would go swimming. As you can see, it's been closed for many years. The buildings still remain, so we're going to go check those out. But right now it looks like all that's left swimming in that water are the ducks, and then the alligators. Okay, so you can see this is like a porch area. Oh, there is a open window here. Someone looks like they opened up the window to see inside. Let's see what we got. Jeez, they must have broken the window too. Watch out for that glass. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. So there's a fireplace. This looks like it was actually a could have been another living quarter area, because yeah, I can see there's a phone. There was a fireplace in there also. Here's the beach down here. So the kids actually would swim in this water, which nowadays I don't know how good it is. It's definitely going to have some leeches or snakes in it, I'd imagine. But I wouldn't take the risk to swim in that water, not nowadays. So this place I'm at right here is called the Ferry House Village, I guess. It looks like there's some small teepees that were built over here. Pretty cool. They're surrounded by some interesting rock formations. As we go further in, there are some more cave-like structures to go inside too, so we're going to check those out. So like much of New England, Camp Shepard is filled with these old stone walls, which I believe the history behind them was from the early settlers in the 1600s. They would build these to separate their farmland from each other. And New England is filled with these old stone property walls. So anywhere you go in the woods around here, you can more than likely see some of these from hundreds of years past. Alright, here's another great view of the lake right here. This is only one little piece of it. It actually kind of wraps around the whole park. We're going to go to the other side of it as we continue our journey down here. But it looks like that there was a little boat launch over here. So they would launch the boats down off of the dock and into the water. The water level is really low today though, I gotta say. We haven't really had a lot of rain recently. It's been some nice sunny days. But let's continue down this red trail. Eventually we're gonna walk past some other wooded areas and we're gonna find the rest of the abandoned buildings. Alright, so we're coming on over a bridge over here. Now I wonder if this was actually a bridge that was meant to be driven on, because it's a pretty thick bridge for a walking bridge, and this is still on the main trail of the park. So yeah, the water level is really low today. As you can see, there's no waterfall. Usually there's a waterfall that flows down there and some trails that go down there as well, but unfortunately, because there's no waterfalls today, there's really no point in going to that section of the trail. I'd rather take you guys to the rest of the abandoned buildings and then the caves before the sun sets, so that way you can see some other interesting things that this park has to offer before it gets too dark. So guys, look at these rock formations. It's very cool right here. You can see somehow the rock stayed thick in the middle, and it split up into these small pieces, almost like little caves. This looks like it could have been water erosion or something, but that's crazy how the whole rock is balancing on those three little stumps. Alright, here's the path for the waterfalls right here. That's down there, but the waterfalls are all dried up today. I'd rather take you guys to see some more buildings. Here's an interesting thing though. On the back of the sign there's another message. Why did you come? So it's a nice question to think about. Why did we come? How about to explore, right? And let's see what else lies ahead. Alright, so we're in here right now. This looks like it was another stage or abandoned building or something. Let's go check out what's in here. Yeah, this is a very rotted mattress in here. And up here we have an attic, or an attic rather. I hope there's not an attic up here. Oh, okay, I don't want to go all the way up, but yeah. All right, well, let's head back down because it's kind of creepy in here. I don't know what kind of building this was, but yeah, there's still more stuff to see besides just that too. Big Bill. So this one right here was definitely a bathroom. Let's see what's the deal with this, if any of these open up. That's locked. There's a door over here that does work. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is some kind of utility room. Okay. This place does have some ghostly vibes to it. Let's keep pressing on. As we get closer to the end of this trail, there are some beautiful natural sights. As I mentioned, there's going to be some caves, and there's a place that I call the Fiords because it looks like those big cliffs from Sweden or Norway that overlook the ocean, or the river out there rather. And that's kind of what the area of the park that I'm referring to looks like. So let's go and head over there. Continuing on, there's some old foundations here. These look like some kind of maybe old cellars, or could just be a farm wall, who knows. But we're continuing up. There's some slight inclines in these woods. It's mainly a flat trail, but not all of it's too easy. Some of it's got a bit of an incline. Alright, we're getting some cool views over here. This trail huddles the side of the cliffs that we're about to go up, so I'm getting a good feeling of elevation. You can see the landscape is getting a little more rockier, a little more elevated. We're going to be coming up on the area that I call the Fiords soon. And that's again where I explained it looks like the Fiords of Norway, those big cliffs that overlook the river over there. So we're about to get a little taste of that up here in Rhode Island. Alright, this is it. This is the area known as the Fiords. Can you believe this is in a small town in Rhode Island, but there's such an amazing, beautiful view like this. Look at this place. All right. Yeah. This is one of the most breathtaking views that I've seen. You know, it's even more breathtaking, I guess, earlier in the day too, when the sun's a bit brighter, and also when the water is a bit higher too, it looks cooler with some waves. But I don't know how deep that one is. I'd love to take like a little kayak or a boat out on here. Alright, we're going to leave the Fiords now. We're almost done with this hike, but I want to check out the little cave that's over here. We'll take the flashlight in, we'll go inside, and we'll see what's in there. Alright, coming down the cliff area, you can see It's very wooded. There's a lot of rocks. There's the lake we were just looking at. And right over here is a small cave. So let's go inside and see what it looks like. This is the whole thing right here. So it's a rock formation. Looks like a pile of boulders that must have fell down during the Ice Age. And as you can see, there's a little part to go under in here. And there's a main entrance in here. Okay, just gotta be careful there's no broken glass. But that's the inside of this place. There's spiders. Looks like the cave wall goes up there a bit more. Yeah, I'd like to go further in, but I kind of don't want to just because there's broken glass and I don't want to get hurt. But that's the cave. All right, let's get this hike finished up. Oh, that's a cool way to put on sunglasses. Well guys, we're back to the beginning. This was the original building behind me that I already showed you. It was a good hike. This was only about 2.5 miles. There's definitely at least another 2+ miles in those woods though that we didn't get to yet, just because it's getting dark and there's really not much else to see if the water is not flowing for the waterfall trail. But it's a cool place to go check out. I'd recommend to see it, and if you like to explore, you want to check out the abandoned buildings, check out the lake, well worth it. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next hike.